What's up guys, and welcome to a new video. Before we get started, I'm just going to ask you guys please to subscribe, like, comment, and all that good stuff. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get started. So today, we're going to be showing you how to make your classic car quieter when you're driving down the road. Now we all know muscle cars, or just classic cars in general, when you're driving around, on the inside, they really don't sound like a Cadillac. They're rattling around, they're loud, the exhaust is in your ear. And you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing, but if you're going to be driving the car a lot, that can get really obnoxious. So today I'm going to show you how to quiet it down inside the cab so it's a little bit more comfortable when you're driving it around on the street. With that being said, let's get started. So I got on the internet and I picked up some stuff. First thing I ordered was this sound deadener. Now this stuff is not great. This is cheap, it's about 30 bucks for this roll, but it could do something. But if you really want to quiet down your car, you're going to need something a little bit stronger than this lightweight stuff. You're going to need this. This here is high quality asphalt based sound deadener. And you can tell by the weight of this package, it's some good quality stuff. This stuff is going to run you a little bit more than just your cheap eBay stuff. For 36 square feet of this stuff, it's going to run you about 50 bucks. Which isn't horribly expensive, but it's a little bit more expensive than your cheap eBay stuff here. So my idea to do this as cheap as possible is to put the high quality stuff in the cab of the car and this cheaper stuff in like the trunk. Now before we start laying this sound deadener, I'm going to brush paint the floorboards because there's a little bit of surface rust. So I went and got some oil-based Rustoleum that's going to stop that surface rust and give this sound deadener a good surface to bond to. So I'm going to go throw on some paint clothes and we'll get started with that. Alright, now we got the floorboards all nice and painted. We're going to start laying this sound deadener. Now I'm in no way a professional on this stuff, but from what I've seen on the internet, you just cut it, and then we're going to use these rollers. I bought these off Amazon. They're like 14 bucks. And we're going to roll it flat so it sticks to the floor good. So anyway, let's give it a shot here. Alright. Alright, so I just got that laid. Looks pretty good. I'm going to show you the sound difference. This is without sound deadener. This is with sound deadener. So as you can see, it makes a huge improvement on just vibrations on the floorboard. Alright guys, I've laid a little bit and I'm starting to get used to working with this stuff. And one trick I learned is this stuff's really flexible. You can actually put it where you want it and then kind of fold it. And then once you fold it, you can pull it off and you can see where you need to cut it. So I went ahead and just kind of laid them out just on the floor just to kind of get an idea if I'm going to have enough to do all the floorboards. And I think I'm going to have more than enough. This is really looking good. This is a lot more coverage than I was expecting to get. Alright guys, it's been a little bit more time later and I'm going to be giving you my honest review of the sound deadening, and I'll let you know how it did. One thing I want to make clear is I didn't put that super cheap sound deadener in the trunk like I originally planned. The reason being is that once I compared it to some actual decent quality stuff, it was junk, and it wasn't even worth putting in the car just to have to scrape back up another day. So as of now, there's no sound deadening in my trunk. Now I didn't film while driving the car because, to be honest, on camera you probably won't tell that big of a difference, because the main thing this sound deadener does is it brings down vibrations and just overall ambient noise, and you probably won't even be able to tell the difference in the camera. But me driving it, I was able to tell a huge difference. One thing I've noticed is that the overall sound inside the car is a lot better. there's a whole lot less vibration and droning, and it's a lot less echoey. There was no carpet or headliner or door panels in the car, so it's basically like a tin can driving around. But when I added that sound into the floor, it really brought down the echo and made the car a lot more bearable to drive around. One thing though is I am going to have to go back and layer that trunk, because now, even though the cab's nice and quiet, I can hear a bunch of sound hit me right in the back of the head coming up from that trunk. So it made a huge difference in the cab area. I am going to have to come back and do the trunk to get a real quiet sound, but for now it's working great and I highly recommend it. Both products were pretty affordable. The cheap roll on eBay was like 20 bucks, and the nicer quality stuff, the Mach 66, that was like I think 55 bucks for like 18 square feet. So that's a pretty good deal, and it did do the entire cab of the car, and I did have a little bit left over too. Anyway, people talk about the dyno mat, and that stuff is really expensive, and to be honest, I really don't know if there's much of a difference between the stuff I bought and the dyno mat. They're both asphalt based and they both seem to do their job very well. And the tools, I bought those on Amazon. I think they were like 15 bucks. They're super cheap, and they really made a big difference in laying the stuff. It made it easier. And not only that, you really want to make sure it's flattened down smooth. Otherwise, it can create like a drum effect and create more echo inside your car. So you want to make sure you get it rolled down flat. So I highly recommend picking up those tools. Other than that, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.